It is the doldrums of the beginning of the year, which means we don't have a lot to look forward to or a lot to play in the video game space, but we found something we both kind of have been digging a little bit. It's called Dying Light.
Well, I'll get into this in a second.
I won't speak for you, but I'll speak for you.
You're having a good time.
I'm having a great time, and I know you've been having a good time with this, too.
Every day of your life is a party.
Of course. That's how I treat my life. Zippity-doo-dah. No, come on. You're running from zombies, which we do every other week, whether we're watching it on TV or in a movie or in video games. But you're actually free running from zombies, which is the big deal. So it's kind of an amalgam of things like Mirror's Edge, even Prince of Persia, with a little bit of Left 4 Dead and a little bit of Far Cry, kind of squished all in together. It's a pretty compelling kind of collection.
Yeah. And I'm kind of surprised, and one of the great pleasures here is the surprise of discovering that the free running works as well as it does. And I didn't think it would at the start, and there is a bit of a learning curve, but once you get over that learning curve and you're starting to scale buildings, you're wondering, where can't I go in this world, and why would these zombies be scary? Because I can just run away from all of them.
Yeah.
And it turns out that, one, they are scary.
Yeah.
You can't run away from all of them, especially at night.
Yeah.
When the zombies transform, as they always do in these games. But on display here, the thing that I enjoy the most and that I relish the most is the city of Haran.
Yeah.
It's huge, it's filled with details, it's filled with interesting characters, it's filled with interesting challenges. Because of that level of detail, I was pulled into this.
Yeah, there's almost a little bit of an Elder Scrolls kind of vibe to it as well, because you're sort of digging through everything. You're doing some lock picking to get into different buildings or into different boxes that give you cool loot, and you're constantly meeting traders and upgrading. And the upgrade path is actually pretty smart. There's also a pretty cool cooperative play there. You can play with another person running around and trying to survive everything.
And I think there are certainly advantages to playing cooperatively, because some of the challenges are a little more steep if you don't have another person, but if you do, maybe it's a little too easy. Like, on my own, I'm awesome at video games, but there were parts of this game that were a bit of a standstill for me that took me a while to go back to.
Especially hunting creatures at night is very spooky, and this is one of those games too where you're sweating and you're freaking out, you're tense. It really gets to you, and I think part of the reason why the free running works so well is that the falling is part of the gameplay. The falling and stumbling actually makes the zombies catch up to you, which creates that palpitation, which gets you sort of energized to keep going.
This is a very convincing virtual experience, and I'm surprised that we've had such a huge winner this early in the year.
I love this game. Gets a 9 from me.
Gets a 9 from me as well.